weeks. After that cycle was over, I did another 6-week cycle to increase my muscle mass. So the repetition scheme for the power cycle was between 3 and 5 reps. The repetition scheme for the mass cycle, the muscle mass cycle, was 6 to 8 reps. Okay? So let's see what we got here. On the power cycle, let me give you an example of how I did this for my chest workout. Okay? I did 3 exercises for my chest. I did the barbell bench press, I did the incline dumbbell press, and I did the flies with the dumbbells laying on a flat bench. Okay? I did 3 working sets for each exercise for a total of 9 sets for the whole body part. So I did a couple warm-up sets for my bench press. After I was warmed up, I started my working sets. So I did 3 working sets. So, yeah, let's go to the next cycle. Okay, so here's an example, if you can see on the screen, of my bench press workout. Now this was the power cycle where I was doing between 3 and 5 repetitions, okay? So on week 1, let's say I was using 245 pounds on the bench press. I did 5 repetitions for 3 sets. Now this should be a weight that you can handle. It shouldn't be super easy, but it should be a weight that you can handle without a spot, because that's how you're going to build your strength. You don't want to start off with a weight that's a little bit too heavy. You know, like let's say you can easily bench press 225 for 6 reps. You don't want to start off at 245 or 255 because your weight is going to be going up. The whole idea of this cycle is to gradually increase your strength by slowly boosting your strength up. You're not going to be training to failure each workout. You're going to be slowly going up in strength. So the whole idea of the cycle is it's 6 weeks. We gradually increase the weight over 3 weeks, and then we start the cycle again for the following 3 weeks with a heavier weight load. Okay? So for example, week number 1, I'm using 245 pounds for 5 repetitions of 3 sets of 5 reps. The second week, I go up to 255 pounds. I go up 10 more pounds. I only do 4 repetitions for 3 sets. The third week, I go up to 265 pounds, another 10 pounds up. I'm only doing 3 repetitions for 3 sets. Okay, now in the 4th week, we start it over again. So I start off with the weight I used on week number 2, which was 255 pounds. So I start off at 255 pounds for 5 reps this time instead of 4 reps. Then I go next week to 265 for 4 reps, and then 275 for 3 reps. So can you see, I'm gradually increasing the poundages over time, over that 6-week cycle. So the muscles are slowly getting used to the heavier loads, and you're gradually increasing your strength no matter what your testosterone level's at or what your age is at. Okay? Now for the second exercise, I'm doing incline dumbbell press. I start off, now this one I'm doing between 4 to 6 reps. So I start off at 90-pound dumbbells for 6 reps for the first week, 3 sets. Next week I go up 5 pounds. I go up to the 95-pound dumbbells for 5 repetitions for 3 sets. And then the third week I go up to 100-pound dumbbells for 4 reps for 3 sets. Okay? On week number 4 I start it over again, but I start off with what I did with week 2. So I go to the 95-pound dumbbells for 6 reps. The next week, week number 5, I go to the 100-pound dumbbells for 5 reps. And then week number 6, the last week, I do 105-pound dumbbells for 4 reps. Okay? Now the third exercise was the dumbbell flies. I'm doing between 6 and 8 reps. So I'm not doing the power cycle on the third exercise, which is more of a shaping exercise. I use the power cycle or the lower repetitions with the compound exercises where you're using several muscle groups. Okay? So the third exercise is the dumbbell flies. I'm doing between 6 and 8 reps. I start off with 8 reps on the first set, on the first week. Then I go to 7, then I go to 6. And I start over again with a heavier weight for the next 3 sets, or the next 3 weeks, 8, 7, 6. Okay? Any questions on any of that? All right, I explained it good. Okay. That's the power cycle. After that, I'll do another cycle, 6 weeks long. This one will be for mass building. So you can use the same exercises, you can change the exercises if you want, but the emphasis now is on building more muscle mass, because you should be stronger from the previous cycle. So from the power cycle, you should be stronger. Now you can do the 6 to 8 reps with a heavier weight than you normally would have, okay? And you do the same thing, but now I'm doing, again, 3 exercises. We're doing 8-7-6, 8-7-6, and then we go to the second exercise, same thing. We're doing 8-7-6, 8-7-6. On the shaping exercise, the third exercise, you would do between 8 and 10. Instead of 6 to 8, you would do 8 and 10. Okay? Any questions on any of that? Yes? Question was that as we're doing each weight, you would increase, as you're doing each rep, you increase the weight. Right, that's the whole cycle is, to over that 6-week cycle, to increase your strength. So you're doing the first 3 weeks, 5, 4, 3 reps, and then the next 3 weeks you actually go 5, 4, 3 reps again, but now you're using more weight. So you should be getting stronger. If you're doing it this way and you can do it on your own, you don't need any help, that means the cycle's working, you're getting stronger, and then when you get done with that power cycle, you can go to the mass building cycle and you should be stronger. A stronger muscle is always a bigger muscle. So that's, no matter what stage of the game you're in, whether you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced, you always want to get stronger so you can get bigger. It doesn't matter. Now you can do those other methods also of pushing the set farther and training to failure. You could do more repetitions with the same weight, but in order to build more muscle mass, you always want to increase your strength and get stronger within limits, okay? All right. Any questions on anything? I explained it? Okay. How about any questions on nutrition? We got like 10 minutes. Anything? Yes.
What have you found out you're sensitive to some carbohydrates like grains, breads,
This is fun. Where are you from?
Long Beach?
All the way from Long Beach. And you have a question for John.
Yes, I do. What have you found out you're more sensitive to grains, breads, carbohydrates, stuff that fuels the muscles, glycogen, all that stuff? As for myself, I'm trying to do the paleo diet, and I've had great results from it, less bloating, all that kind of stuff. But I'm just worried about meeting all my macros, getting in, because I do want to increase size. So
right.
I'm wondering, where do you get your sources from? Because I know about complex carbs, simple carbs, I know about all that stuff. So what do you suggest for that?
With your paleo diet, did you just get leaner, or did you find that you got bigger?
I am still making size, and,
okay.
Making gains, as I found that I did get smaller in the areas